geometry sections. We had this couple algebra review at the beginning of the year. They have some from that, but most of it's going to be from the geometry. Okay? I will have the answer keys over there at some point in the next week, next week probably, that you can start checking your answers. It is not that beneficial for you just to come in with a blank test, look at the answer key, and just copy them all down. I don't say that's cheating in this case. You can do that to try to just copy it and get extra credit, but it's not that helpful for you. So it's your choice. I don't know if that ever happens to you. Your parents give you two choices, but you know which one they want you to choose. Which one's optimum? So it's optimum if you try out the problems and then bring it in and check your answers. But if you come in here and you just spend all lunch period copying, and hand it to me, I'm still going to give you credit. It's just not that helpful for you. So, okay, we're going to talk here in 11.6 about volumes of pyramids and cones. I used to do this as a class project and then realized that it was a complete waste of time because kids don't really care about the hands-on learning. They just want to not sit here and listen to lectures. So, and it never helped the learning process either. They just want, and then, I had scissors that people were trying to stab each other with. But I did have rice that was being thrown all over the place. So, in the end, it's not that helpful. And then, a week later, okay, remember the volume formula that we showed you how to do, and you cut out figures and taped them and practiced? I'm like, no. You mean I spent hours prepping this, buying stuff? We spent a whole day cutting out shapes and taping them, and we learned nothing? Yeah, so we're not doing that again. Won't be fooled. Although we did make a bunch of these cool shapes, and we made a nice pyramid with them, like a big tower. That was cool. So, what it is this, is you take a prism, you take a pyramid, okay, and here's your pyramid. It has the same dimensions of the base of the prism here, rectangular prism, but it's just a pyramid. It's a right regular pyramid. And so for the volume, we know the volume of this is area of the base times the height. Okay, or in this case, it would be length times width times height, but area of the base times the height. So the question is, how many pyramids, let's think of cone for a second, how many pyramids fit into one prism when they have the same base and they also have the same, although that one just, no, that's good. They have the same base and they have the same, maybe I should do it this way, the same base and the same height. So how many of these fit into here? One thought is 2. It's a reasonable thought. So I pour the rice in here. Imagine doing this with all of you. It would have been fun. It would have been fun. Then I would have had to vacuum. There's one. You can kind of see it in there. And then, okay, we're going to see if it turns out to be 2. You bet it's 3. It's 4. It's going to be 100. It's going to be 100. Okay, there's 1. We're missing a little bit, but there's 2. Oh,
yeah, that's
not full yet. Definitely 3 we've heard. Trevor, in the back. And there we go. And there we go. And we lost a little bit along the way.
Oh yeah.
That's way over
Well,
That's
probably
because I beat you guys.
there we go. So how many go into there? 3rd. 3, right? 3rd. 3. What I was going to say is then, this is a 3rd of this. So what's the volume formula for this? 1/3 of this. This is area of the base times the height. So the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 area of the base times the height. We won't take more time to do it, but what would you guess about the cone and the cylinder? 1/3. So 1/3 of this. So 1/3 area of the base, pi r squared, times the height. So there's your 2 formulas. For the test, I will give you the formulas, just not what they're associated with. Tracking? Just like I did for the quiz for you guys and not the other class.
Did you know?
No, I forgot.
Just don't let him.
But I never told them I would. So you guys are special.
Just don't let him.
You're the special class.
Yeah.
May not be a good one. You're the special project class.
Just don't let him see this video.
It's, yes. How?
I don't know. Block him. Block him all.
Okay, block them all. Alright, so that's your formula. I just showed you volume of a pyramid is equal to 1/3 area of the base times the height. The volume of a cone is equal to 1/3 area of the base times the height, pi r squared times h. I was like excessive cough. I really didn't have to cough.
Sounds like
I had the minor like tickle and then make it sound really extreme. Mmm. Mmm.
Delicious.
Mmm.
What?
I don't know. Just don't worry about
Just
it.
spew out.
Don't worry.
Agitated.
What?
Moist.
Okay, find the volume. I don't even know what that means up there. What I've learned, and Mish can testify, is maybe I mentioned it, but since I started teaching junior Bible, I realize how bad of a speller I am.
Amen.
Because in math, it's all the same, like find the volume. Okay, I know how to spell volume. But then, and then it's numbers. But in Bible, it's like I'm writing notes on the board from Bible stuff, and I realize that I can't spell. But you know what's killed our spelling? What's killed our spelling?
Math.
Texting. Why is texting killed it? Autocorrect, yeah, just, okay, I don't know how to spell, I don't know how to spell tomorrow, 2 M's, 2 R's, 2 O's, I don't know, but T-O-M-R, oh, tomorrow, done.
Yep.
Right, so that's killed our spelling ability. So, it's kind of nice. I wish I could go back and spell more better, but
More gooder.
more gooder.
More better. It's the drawing.
English speak more gooder.
It's actually most better.
Most better.
It's best most.
Most
Best, better, best.
bestest of goodness.
Okay. Okay. There's the 90 there. Here's the dot there. Make a 90 there, eh? 0 there. That actually would be not dotted. Looks like that. 7.3 there for the meters for the height. And then this is 8.4, which was a little bit bigger than this, but we'll just go with it. 12.5. Now, since it's 90s, it tells us that if this is 8.4, this side is 8.4, which is important to make a note of. But that, you're going to be mostly working with 90-degree bases, not square bases, but with like rectangular bases and things like that, or triangular. All right, so if I want to find the volume of this, you would find the volume not of a cone, but of a pyramid. It's 1/3 area of the base times the height. So you just simply go volume is equal to 1/3 area of the base. How do I find the area of the base? Well, it's a rectangular base, so length times width. So 8.4 times 12.5 times the height. What's the height?
I is 7.3.
7.3, you say. And you crank it all in your calculator that you all have out. Or,
Just like autocorrect.
yeah, just boom.
Yeah. Oh, it's working.
You're cranking that bad boy out.
No,
And, what do we get?
2 inch down. Probably not that actually. Now that I think of it.
255.5 meters cubed.
Was that right? You got it? That wasn't?
No, you're wrong. All the way.
I got it
You were
right.
wrong all the way, Trevor.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody knows. If they're to the left, that means, everybody.
Yeah.
Up the average.
Everybody likes to be all the time.
We do.
Yes. It is the-
As you laugh.
That was the
Teachers-
point of it. Okay.
Okay. Volume of the cone.
Sweet.
1/3 area of the base. Area of the base, what's the formula? Pi r squared times the height. Well, do I have the height? Yeah, what's the height? 24. Do I have the radius? No, but it's 10. How do you get 10 for your radius? Comedy.
80 pi.
What?
What?
Pi Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so 24 squared plus radius squared is equal to
Yes.
26 squared. And Carmody states for us that r is equal to 10. Do you trust Carmody?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. it's 20.
Yes.
20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somehow.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Is it
you're
10?
wrong. You
I was kind of.
So everybody confirm for me on your calculator that it would be 10.
It's not.
It's not. Simply by doing the Pythagorean theorem, right?
20.
just
So 26 squared minus 24 squared, and then square rooted.
Yeah, it's 10.
I'm not saying Carmody's wrong, I just heard somebody say 20, and it's always good. Everybody else is just sitting there mooching off of Carmody's answer. That's not acceptable. You need to crank it out and figure it out. So we end up with, are we agreed upon 10?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
niche. So then you go pi r squared, so 10 squared times the height, which is 24.
Equals 2,900.
So we're cranking, all of us are cranking that out of the calculator.
Yeah, which is 2513.27.
Yeah.
2513 point what? 27 inches cubed. Now, the other way I heard people saying is 800 pi, right?
Yeah.
So if you wanted it in terms of pi, you just go to 1/3 times 24, which is 8. 8 times 100 is 800 pi. So both answers could be viable, or you should be able to get it in terms of pi or rounded like that. Okay, should we do one more?
Yes, yes, please.
I think so. Excuse me.
Oh, this is good work.
No. It's a, oh, I'm glad you're not in our class. But, because that's
Okay, go ahead, find the volume of that figure. Check with your support team around you. I would hope, although it could be challenging, but I would hope that the volume of the base there is fairly straightforward. That hopefully is. And if you're confused why I'm saying that, that's okay. You've got a little work to do, but hopefully that base of that figure is like, oh yeah, no, dude.
That's promotion.
Ah! That's right.
Oh.
But you said everybody laughs at you, so I thought I'd laugh.
Yeah.
Even though it's right.
Well, that's
So just in case,
4.
you're struggling, the volume of the base here, we'll call it the base, is just the volume of that cube, which would be 12 times 12 times 12, which we end up with 1720,
1728.
28 feet cubed. Okay, so that's hopefully the easy dub is that. Now you got to find the volume of the pyramid. So that's your next little challenge, and then you'd add them together. So you know the volume of the pyramid formula is 1/3 area of the base times the height, right? So we know 1/3 goes in there. The area of the base, that's pretty easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the area of the base?
144.
144?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's 12 here and 12 here. So the area of the base is 12 times 12. Now we just need the height of that.
That's always fun.
Not the slant height. Remember what the slant height looks like? Use the slant height when you're finding surface area. Slant height comes from here and comes all the way there, right? That's the slant height. That's L. We're not doing that. What are we doing? We're doing the height of the pyramid, which comes from here and goes down to the center in this case, because it's a square base, comes down to the center and gets a 90. So we're not doing the blue, that's a slant height. I'll erase that, but just wanted to show it as a little review. That's a slant height. We're doing that. Now it's a regular pyramid, it's a square base. It's 12 by 12, so that plays into it. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to call that H. That red is going to be H just for our my purposes later. We're going to call that H. Okay?
Oh, yeah. That 12 times 12 squared.
No, it's the area of the base times the height. Area is just two things multiplied together. 12 times 12. Finding the area of the base for the pyramid. The base of the pyramid is this times this.
Oh, and you'll find it.
So now we need the height.
Oh, yeah, right. I thought that's what.
Can
Yeah,
you
and
have
then
that?
get the.
You're going to end up doing a pi fig somewhere in there.
It's yeah,
Why?
it's 8, 10.
8?
Yeah, but if you're.
But also,
Yeah, you
you
really
can't divide 12 by 8.
No.
Okay,
That's what you said.
let's look at what somebody might, a couple people got 8. What did we do to get 8?
Except that's not.
Pi fig with what? I mean, pi fig.
Oh.
Okay.
If you divide
I need a little more info than
That's
that.
square. Like when you go straight down.
If you
Oh, that is
divide
squared
it-
minus 6 squared.
if you
And
divide
square
12 by 2, you
Yeah.
get half
And
the
then you get-
length from the height. to
Okay,
the-
so you're saying 12 divided by 2, so you're going to have 6 and 6 there, okay?
Yep.
And then you have 6, 10, and 8, which
So
is,
6 is this way,
yeah.
10 is that way, and this comes to there.
That's why it's wrong.
The shape you just made
But-
looks like that.
Amen.
But since,
I did it
like, since H
So
comes out to
this is
7.
10, this is, I'm sorry, this is H, this is 6.
No, but isn't like H goes straight down to the middle?
Oh, I
The whole
see.
thing is 12 on each side. If you just divide 12 by 2, it'd be 6. So that,
Then
you just
that-
draw a little
Okay,
triangle.
so 12, let's just hit pause, this is the base. The center comes there,
Yeah.
this is
It's
12,
8 by 6.
this is 12, this is 12, this is
Alright.
12,
Yeah.
okay?
Split it in half would be 6.
Sure, this is 6, that's fine,
You
I don't
just
disagree,
divide that
but what you're using, which I don't have quite the visual for it, because I need like a little bit longer.
Or you could just.
Remember, this slanted part is coming from the corner going to the top. That's like this, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a little long to show this, but it's coming from like here up. Where would the base of the triangle be?
long.
See, your guys are trying to do this over. I don't know if that makes sense visually. You're trying to do that over.
Can I borrow some like soda like that? The 2 carton sweet tea. I'll bring it back.
What?
What?
No, I'm not bringing
We
it.
need
It's
it
just like
for
a prop. It's like a
for
prop.
trauma. We won't eat any.
We won't drink it. I just need like the 2 cartons to
But
go
we'll
back.
bring it back.
Why do I feel like it used all the time?
You know, we're the teacher that people take advantage.
It's called RENT. You can rent the sweet tea.
Oh, for a price? Isn't that what
We're
renting is?
Usually I
Not
don't
for a price.
Well, I know.
It's for trauma.
So?
That's $24.
There will not.
How much
be a
is that? What's that
single
price?
fee.
You have to buy one.
Okay.
Alright, good luck. Okay, so I wish I had a little smaller, but we can even use this. This angled over, right?
No.
That's the 10.
I don't wanna hear you teach.
This angled over is not 10. Because this right here,
It's 8.
sorry about that, we should do it in blue for you.
Oh, so we have
Remember,
to use 8.
this right here in blue,
That's 8.
That's 8.
that can be 8 is fine. Because then you have a right triangle here, it's a 6, 8, 10. But that's for the blue portion. Okay, so now,
Yes, I do too.
okay, you all figured it
Yeah, I
out.
got it.
There's your 10.
Micah, we all can.
I got it all. Let him teach.
There's the 6, 8, 10.
5.2 now.
I'm new.
Okay.
We know
I don't call on him.
Alright,
Teacher's
so
pet.
6, 8, 10. So then, when we make our new triangle, we'll make it actually green, like this.
It's a.
Our green triangle, like that. Sure, we can make it.
It's the
Nah,
same as 8.
that's kind of four. But our green triangle, like this.
Yeah, that's.
That is the height. I'm sorry, I'm changing colors on us. That is the height. This length, like Judah said, is what? What is that length from here out to the center? That length is 6. But now, is this the 10?
No.
No, what is this? That is the 8. Michael.
Could we just use the equation like 1/2 p times alpha, which is the square pyramid?
That's for the surface area, I believe. That's surface area.
Never mind.
Okay, so then, what do I get for the height?
5.3.
5.3. Anybody else confirming that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's-
Now, when you remember though,
Don't multiply by the rounding.
don't multiply by 5.3. Multiply by the whole thing from your calculator. So use that 5 point. Use your answer. Use your answer from the calculator times 12 times 12 times a third. Now, if you used 5.3, you're going to be pretty close. I'd probably still give you credit if you're slightly off. I understand. But as best as you can, don't use round values. So now, that's the volume of the pyramid. We're adding it with the volume of the base. But let's get the volume of the pyramid first. Make sure we're all on the same page. What do we get here?
That is 253.99.
Anybody else confirm that?
Yes.
253.99. Okay.
So the whole answer is.
So then the total answer is,
198.
what is it?
198.1.9.
I don't know why I put a dollar sign 198.
Oh.
Why?
Point, 1981.99.
1981.99.
No, no.
Oh, yes. $1,981 squared.
That's really fun. You should do another one like that.
Okay.
No.
So,
It's mine.
the other way you could have done it
Just find,
is, the other way you could have done it
Bracelet.
oh!
is you could have done a diagonal there, and you know that the height then and the 10 would work. You would just need to find this distance right here.
No.
So that 96 root 2.
198.99.
which would end up being 6 root 2 because this is 6, this is 6. And so 6 root 2 because it's 45, 45, 90. So that would be a little quicker way if you saw that right away.
The whole answer is.
But either way works.
728 plus.
What's that? 6 root 2.
You have to add them.
So, but that gives you the base here. So if it's 10 squared minus 6 root 2 squared, square rooted, should give you 8 squared.
Yep.
And then square rooted, give you a 5.3. If you saw it as a 45, 45, 90, with the 6 and the 6, and then that's the polar portion, purple portion. Okay, let's stop there. That got really intense.
That was fun.
It was fun no matter what.
Okay, make good use of your few minutes here. Maybe for the sake of everybody, since track team's gone through, make this due on Thursday. So you can procrastinate tonight.